No matter how crazy life gets, keep your focus on Jesus. So there's a story in the Bible where Jesus fed the multitude. He went to a deserted island. Everybody followed him. There was 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish. He multiplies them and then feeds everybody and sends them home. And so after the multitude goes to leave, Jesus tells the disciples, like, hey, you guys get in the boat and go ahead. I'll be there in a minute. So Jesus is on this mountain by himself praying, and evening comes and he's like, okay, I'm going to walk to the boat. Now, at this time, there was a crazy storm, and the boat is in the middle of the sea being tossed by waves and all types of crazy stuff. So as Jesus is walking out to the boat on water, everybody's like, oh my gosh, it's a ghost. But immediately Jesus is like, be of good cheer, it is I, do not be afraid. And Peter specifically answered, Jesus, if it is you, command me to come to you on the water. And Jesus says, come. So he's like, come on, it's me. So then it says Peter had come down out of the boat. He walked on the water to go to Jesus. But when he saw that the wind was boisterous, he was afraid and began to sink, crying out, saying, Lord, save me. Excuse the emotions, but so Jesus is like, come on, I got you. Just come on. Don't worry about the waves. Don't worry about it. And Peter at first is walking and he's like, I got this. And Peter stops and he starts paying attention to everything going around him. And then he starts to sink. How many of us believed that Jesus told us to come on, that he's got us, and then stopped looking at him and started to pay attention to all the things around us? How many of us had our focus on Jesus and then started paying attention to what they were saying, what was happening over here? How many of us are drowning in the sea right now because we took our eyes off of Jesus? And this story really hit me hard when Jesus told me to read it, because the same way that Peter took his eyes off of Jesus and he started to drown. Imagine waves, right? You've all been in a wave pool before. When the waves get too heavy, it feels like you're gasping for air. It feels like you can't escape everything that's trying to consume you. So as Peter's in the water, I can imagine him underneath the water, Jesus, help, help me, I don't want to drown. And I can imagine Peter in that moment, Jesus, wait, the waves are too heavy. Wait, hold on, Jesus, this is too much. I can't. I feel like that in my life right now, where it's just I'm underneath the waves and I'm like, Jesus, don't let me drown. Wait. This person's saying this. Wait, Jesus, don't let me drown. You get scared. And then it says, immediately, Jesus stretched out his hand and caught him. And he said to him, oh, you of little faith, why did you doubt? And when